Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to try and show you how to get your center of mass for your rocket and your center of pressure that we can use to calculate. Look at the two, see how they compare to each other. So I need to start this with this over here. There we go. Art Studio side. One of the things I just did, and I'll undo it, so I'll show it to you. Okay? This rocket engine core out, the extrude remove that we did, I just kind of highlight it here. It shows up over here. I right click on it, suppress it. I want to remove that. I think it's going to help us with this. I mean, I know it's going to help us. So, because now we can get the areas of the outside faces of all of these, and it won't calculate the inside area of that tube. So we're removing that from the equation. Then another thing that will help us is we're really going to have to. We never told the computer what material these are. So what we need to do here is actually I can do it to all three at one time. And then we'll click and assign material. So I just held Control to do that. And then what I want to do is just type in PLA. Enter, and normally you can scroll down and find PLA. I'm going to try this one more time. PLA, and then it's usually there. PLA, which is what we printed these in. Now it's not going to give us correct weight for the part because, by the way, when we print it on the Bamboo printer, we print them mostly with infill, so they're mostly hollow. So it doesn't give you an accurate weight. But in this case, we need to start with something, okay? And we're not looking for the weight here, we're just looking for the center of mass. So now when I go back to the assembly that we built, and I can highlight the three components, go to properties, and what you'll see is it also gives me a center of mass. And it also shows it to you. See this little icon here in the middle? So if I'm reading this correctly, what it's telling me is that the datum of reference, which would be the bottom of the rocket, from the bottom of the rocket to the center of mass is, it looks like 10.197 inches. So what I really want to do is kind of record that number right there. I need to make sure I'm writing that down. What I'm going to do is just put this in a spreadsheet for myself so I don't lose track of this. And I go to my drive here and pull up a spreadsheet. And this is going to be CG. And Titan Z. Here. All right. Good. That's step number one. I needed that number. So now what we got to do is get the areas. To get the center of pressure, we're going to use area. Okay. And you can see if I click on that part, it can give me an area. And that's going to be the area of the mid. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I want to make sure this is done correctly. There we go. Highlight the whole thing. And then it gives me the surface area of the whole thing. If you notice the way I picked it, it didn't highlight the whole thing. There we go. There's the surface area of the base. I'm going to copy that. Oh, Control C. I'm going to just try that, see if that works. Yep. All right. And this is driving me crazy, so I'm going to go ahead and justify those left. Next, let's get that area of the mid, so I highlight the mid here. The properties. That's the whole area of the mid. Control C. Oh, base. I didn't change that. That's the base. And this will be the area of the cone. That was not the right one. There we go. Right. Now, I think I can probably do now, we're not quite done. We need three more values. So I'm going to go ahead and take these, cut these out, move them down. 3 brings this stuff. We actually need this Z height separate for all 3 components as well. So CG Z height, and we're going to say for the cone. Or the mid. And for the base. Okay, so I go back here. And I think, yeah, see if I click, I can just reselect these parts and give me the information. And now, I'm going to go ahead and get the center of mass here of just that mid. And then we need that Z height. No, this is the non, like, you know. So that was the base. No, sorry, that was the mid. Then we have the cone. And there it is. And lastly, we need its. All right, I'm going to split this screen and bring up a presentation which I'm going to share with you guys on how to do centroid areas of centroids. So when we're adding up compound areas like this, I'm going to go back up here. And it's because, it's all the different areas combined with their, you're welcome, centroid, their center of mass location, or center of area location. And then what we'll do is make a table of those. So we're taking the area and multiplying it by the distance from the bottom, and we get numbers there. So we do that. And then here, what we'll do is we'll sum all the areas up. And then here, finally, for centroid, we'll take the